Welcome everyone to our team call. I'm really excited for tonight's call because we have our guest Mallory Flynn, and she has a really interesting story that I think a lot of you guys will actually relate to and that you can also get a lot of tips from. And I won't really share too much because I'm sure she's going to share all of that. But Mallory signed up initially as a discount coach, and after a few months of doing the programs and seeing results and feeling a lot better, she decided to actively work the business. And now she is one emerald away from diamond. So she's been super successful. And I think one of the best things that she is great at is recruiting people to join her team. She hosts awesome challenge groups. Like, she tells me how many people participate, and I'm like, only 3 people commented on my post from Monday and nobody today. So she has really great challenge groups, and she hit Success Club every month since she decided to start working the business, which is a non-negotiable, and she makes it a non-negotiable. She's every single month she's at Success Club 5 or higher, and it's been closer to 10, I think, every month this year. Right now I'll hand it over to Mallory. I muted everyone, so you can unmute yourself and share your story and then dive into all of your tips.
Okay, thanks, Sam. Hi, everyone. A little bit about me. I have my notes here. I am from Batavia, New York, so I actually am from Sam's hometown. We worked together way back in the day in high school at the miniature golf course. I've been coaching a total of 7 months. My first 3 months were a discount coach, as Sam said. The last 4 months, I've been an active coach. My full-time job, I'm a second grade special ed teacher. I've been doing that for about 7 years now. So let me get going. Like Sam said, she asked me to talk tonight about my journey. I started as a discount coach, becoming an active coach, how I've hit Success Club each month since I've started becoming an active coach, and how I run my challenge groups. So I first started as a discount coach 7 months ago. It was right around spring break time. I was looking for something to do to get into shape before spring break. I actually owe it to the girl I work with. She came into work one day and told me about this 21-day fix that she wanted to do, and I was like, oh, tell me a little bit more about it. So I decided to do it with her. So really, I owe all my success to the girl I work with. So I was doing 21-day fix, drinking the Shakeology, saw great results with that, loved it, loved the portion control containers. I've always been, a healthy eater, but more so watching calories, not knowing the right things to eat. So this has really taught me a lot about eating properly, which has been great for me. And I was always one of the people that just went to the gym and was on the treadmill for an hour, put in my 60 minutes, then went home, sometimes not even breaking a sweat. So really pointless to even be going there. So it's about 3 months enjoying just being the discount coach, getting my discounts, drinking my shakes. I came home from work one day, scrolling through Facebook, and I accidentally hit Sam's post, the interested, coaching sneak peek, and I hit interested, and right away I was like, oh shit, I did not want anything to do with that. So I quickly clicked unlike, but I wasn't quick enough. She saw it, and she messaged me like that night or the next day. So I had to politely tell her that it was a mistake. I did not mean to click it, and I'm not interested. Very polite about it, though, so thanks, Sam. So when I finally decided to jump in, I was just, sitting home on a Saturday night, having a thrilling Saturday night in with Ben, and scrolling through Facebook, and I saw one of Sam's posts, and I thought to myself, okay, I am doing all these things. I'm drinking the shakes. I'm working out regularly. The only thing I wasn't doing was posting on Facebook. And I was very hesitant about that. I didn't want to sound salesy. I didn't want to annoy people with my posts 3 times a day. And I don't take selfies. So those are my 2 issues. I don't post on Facebook. I don't do selfies. So I talked to Sam, and she said, when she started, she wasn't even big on Facebook either. So that helped me get into it as well. Let's see here. Okay. So I think the biggest thing since becoming an active coach that I've learned is to stop caring what people think about me. I post on Facebook all the time now. Switch it up, 3 times a day usually. During the days are a little crazy at school. But 3 times a day, people comment. I always see you post a lot on Facebook anymore, but I don't care. And I think that's the biggest thing that you have to get over, that little button to friend. If they don't like what they see, they can use it, and I'm okay with that. So the people that are seeing and that are reaching out to me, that's what my goal was, so it's working. Once I did become the coach and started posting on Facebook, I truly did everything Sam told me to do. I watched the training videos. I was taking her advice. I was asking her a ton of questions, and it worked. So my advice to you is do what your coach tells you to do, because it works. I had no clue about this business. I didn't know what to do. I was scared I wasn't going to be successful because I didn't know what to do. But she's literally told me everything to do every step of the way. Do it, put my own little spin on it, and it works. So keep doing what you're doing if you're doing that. Okay, so how I've managed to hit Success Club each month. My goal, of course, like all of you, is to hit Success Club 5. Something I've been thinking about lately, which the other top coaches have been saying, is to set your goals high. So I know right now one of mine, yes, Success Club 5 is good, I met my goal, but I need to start setting higher goals as well, seeing Success Club 10 each month. So if you're one of those people like me and you hit Success Club 5 and you're satisfied because you met your qualifications to get in, keep pushing for Success Club 10. Then if you fall short, well, at least you set your goal a little bit higher. So a big part of how I'm able to do that is through my challenge groups. I like to call them accountability groups versus challenge groups, because I found that when some people see challenge group, they think of it as a Biggest Loser contest, and that turns some people away. So I've kind of switched it to accountability group, and it seems to have gotten a bit more attention on Facebook through my invites versus calling it a challenge group. So I create my group, about 3 weeks before the start date and stalk the responses. If they say yes or interested, I follow up with them the next day or 2 days after. The people who say no, I remove them from the group right away so they don't have to see my posts. And then for those other 100, 150 who never respond, like I'm sure we all have, I go into that event and I try to post a few things maybe every 3 or 5 days, so it will show up in their news feed or on their notifications, just as a reminder for them to see the event. Sometimes I get more yeses, sometimes I get 10 more no's, but at least I know people are seeing it and I can judge where I'm going to be for that month. I have to be honest with that. I don't, and I know I need to start doing it. I don't send out a lot of personal invites. Somehow I've been lucky through the people I have, sharing with other people, the people I work with, and just through my posts alone, people inquiring about the groups and asking what it's all about. Some people are really great at the personal invites. That's something I need to work on, how to start those conversations and not just blatantly say, do you want to come and join my group? But if that works for you, keep doing it. So another thing, besides posting in the event page to try to get their attention, I did this yesterday. In my current group right now, hold on here, I have about 25 people. I'm a week and a half in, and the first week I had 2 challengers together lose 14 pounds and 8 inches. So what I did is I created a post on Facebook recognizing those 2 ladies. I tagged them. I asked everyone, to stop scrolling, clap your hands for these 2 amazing ladies who have lost 14 pounds in the first week of their challenge, and some other stuff. And surprisingly, I didn't know how it was going to go. It was my first post like that. Surprisingly, it got, I think, like 35 likes, and not many people who I was friends with. So right away, those 35 people are on my list now to follow up with or to add to my friend list so they can see my new posts. So my tip, quickly, tag the people, and then you can get more friends through tagging those certain individuals versus just writing their names in and not tagging them in the post, because then it's shared to everybody else that they're friends with. Let's see. Any questions so far? I talk really fast, I know.
Did you get their permission to post? Did they say that they like really wanted you to post? I guess I just wonder about like, will they be okay with me doing it? I know I would ask first, but.
Yep, that's a great question. I do. I asked both of them, you know, you've done such a great job this first week. Would you mind if I shared your results to help motivate more people who might be feeling the same way you are, or might be, you know, wanting to start living a healthier lifestyle? So I do ask permission first. Anything else? Okay, so my last tip for Success Club is to really just keep posting and to switch it up. I'm very hesitant to post any product pictures or product related pictures because I don't want to come off as salesy. So I don't know how to explain how I do it, but you know, if I post my Shakeology, it's, you know, me making breakfast. I don't say message me to buy your shake or message me to try this shake. I've found what works for me is if I keep posting the shakes, people ask me, well, what are these all about? You know, I've tried one once, but I didn't really like the flavor. And then even if they didn't like it, then I go in, well, have you tried their newest flavor? I love coffee, and, you know, this new flavor came out and I can't get enough of it. Sometimes I have 2 shakes a day because they're so quick and easy. So I try to stay away from anything salesy looking, because that's when I started. I said that's the one thing that I didn't want to be as a salesperson. And the one thing that took a lot of, I don't know the word I'm looking for right now, but I had to get more engagement. I was at Success Club 4 towards the end of the month, and I finally got the courage to post a before and after picture. If you have a before and after picture, post that picture. It was terrifying. I hated the way I looked in the first one. It was from college when I drank too much beer or ate too much food at 2 a.m. Thought I still looked good until I saw pictures and was like, holy crap, you need some help. So post that picture, what you look like now after your products, even if it's not based on all the products, still post it and relate it to it. You know, obviously I had lost weight right after college without doing Beachbody, but this has definitely helped. So I connected the two, before, after, you know, no portion control, 60-minute workouts because I was still going to the gym. It just wasn't cutting it because I was eating and drinking too much. And then, you know, portion control and 30-minute workouts just to let people see the comparison. So before and after pictures worked really well for me. I got my last 2 Success Club points that month actually based on that picture. So if you're ever in a pinch towards the end of the month, throw one of those up there. It might help you out. Okay. So now my favorite part are my challenge groups, my accountability groups, excuse me. So I like working out. I like having fun. I like winning prizes. I bribe kids all day with prizes. I'm not ashamed to say it. So I bribe my challengers too. So before each group, I get a notebook. I don't know if you can see my notebook here. And I write out each of the days. So right now, I'm at, let's see, Thursday. So I wrote out my ideas. The Sunday before my challenge group started, I wrote out everything for the first week. So we started on Monday, April 4th. So I posted a picture and I wrote all this down so I don't have to think about it each day. I can just, as soon as I wake up, you know, at 5:30, I log in, I do my post, and then, because I have some challengers that work out in the early morning, so I want them to be able to see it as soon as they're up. So I had a post, you know, it said my run may be slow, but something along the lines of we're all here doing the same thing. So I had them say what your reason for participating is, what will allow you to have no excuses for the next 21 days, just to kind of share your why and to get to know each other. My Tuesday one was a Tasty Tuesday. This group, I had many new challengers, so I wanted some of my old members to help the new ones out. So if your last name was A through G, I had them post a breakfast recipe. If it was H through O, they posted lunch, and then P through Z, they had to post a dinner recipe. So everybody would walk away that day with breakfast, lunch, and dinner ideas for the week. Because one of the biggest things I hear is that people are scared of the meal planning, and they think it's too much. Wednesday, I did, what did I do here? A wild workout Wednesday. I always like to connect the name with the day. So they had to choose a second workout and comment on the thread, I went above and beyond today. And for that day, if they did 2 workouts, I put all the names in a hat of the people who did, and I drew one winner, and I'll send them a small prize, whether it be a packet of Energize or a packet of Shakeology. I get workout headbands out a lot, anything, just something to get them excited. Thursdays, Thirsty Thursday pick, drink your water challenges, same thing. Last week I did a goal of to get all of your water in by 6 p.m. and comment if you did. And then after 6 p.m., see how much extra you can get in. Friday was they're tough days to stay on track the weekend. You're tempted to go out with your friends, have some drinks, eat your dinner out. So I did another contest to post a picture of their dinner, of their healthy dinner, into the group. Again, anyone who posted, put your name in a hat, drew out a prize, just to motivate them to participate. I have 25 people in this group, probably 10 or 12 posted a picture. So I thought that was pretty good for a Friday night. Saturday, Shakeology Saturday, I had them post a picture and their recipe of their Shakeology for the day. And same thing with the Tasty Tuesday, I create albums. So any recipe that they posted, I now have an album in that group labeled Shakeology, so they can go check it out if they're in need of a new recipe to try. All the meals that we put together on Tuesday, those are in a group as well, or in an album as well. So they can go to that album if they're stuck on an idea for dinner or lunch or breakfast. Sunday, I think like most people do, meal prep tips. What are you meal prepping for the week to get ahead? Do you just ask them, do you meal prep for 2 days? Do you meal prep for the whole week? Just dinners? What works best for you? Everyone does it in different ways, so I just kind of leave a tip and post a few pictures of what I'm prepping for the week. This Tuesday, I did Tell the Truth Tuesday. Rate yourself. We are big on our workouts, but nutrition is even more important. So I did a Tell the Truth Tuesday on a scale of 1 to 10. Rate your nutrition so far in this group. And no one was a 10, which I thought was pretty cool. Someone was honest. One girl said, I'm a 6. I've sucked this week. I really need to get back on track. I had a lot of 8s, a 9, sneaking chocolates after lunch or something. But it was nice just to see where everyone was at, and then I could know where to help them further. Goals, I had them write down goals yesterday, write it down Wednesday. They could share them with the group if they wanted to, or just share them to somebody, whether it was your husband or your friend. Just tell your goals to somebody so somebody out there knows what you're working for to hold yourself accountable. And then today I did a Thankful Thursday one. What are you thankful for about the group? I thanked them because I wouldn't have been able to talk about this call if it weren't for the ladies in my challenge group. And then, a couple good ones come up. A lot of them said they were thankful for the group. One said she was thankful for her couch because her legs were jello right now and she needs to lay down. So just fun things to get them engaged. Another thing that I do with my accountability groups, I started it last month, which has been pretty fun, and I think it definitely helps with the engagement, is I do a money challenge pot. It's optional, and anyone that wants to participate can contribute $10. The requirements are that you have to work out each of the 21 days. And how I know that is each day when I do my post, it's considered the workout post. And when they like that post, that's how I know that they've done their workout. So after the 21 days, if you have worked out each of the 21 days, you are entered into the final drawing for the money. And I pick one winner out. So last month, we had 13 participants, all but one worked out the 21 days. The last girl, it was Friday night, and she didn't get her workout in, so she was so close. So I had 12 names go in, drew one name, and she won $130. This time, I have 17 participating, so they'll win $170. So far, I have 15 of 17 who have worked out each day of the challenge group. So that little bit of money dangling over their heads seems to help them a lot get their workouts in and checking on the page each day. Any questions?
Mallory, when you do the extra $10, how do you ask them to invest $10 more? Like, what is the script that you use?
I would have to look back. Actually, I just, pose it like I did here. Would anyone be interested in participating in a money workout challenge? You would need to work out all 21 days of the challenge group to have a chance to win the total amount of money. And when I first started it, I asked, it was 2 months ago, I asked the ladies in my challenge group if they'd be interested in it, and then I let them decide the price. So I gave them 3 options. Would you want $10 put in? Would you want $20 put in? Do you want one winner? Or, if there were 15 people that worked out or that participated, if 13 worked out all the 21 days, those 13 people would split the money. So you'd at least be winning your money back. And no one was interested in that. They all wanted the large amount. Mm-hmm. So I kind of let them decide it that month, and I've just kind of gone from there.
Okay. I like that.
And then this right here is like my teacherness. It's like a little check chart. I check in when they've done their workout each day. And the circles are the girls. Probably can't see it. The circles are the girls that have not completed their workouts those days.
Do you ever share that with them?
What's that?
Do you ever share that with them, with the group?
I haven't, no.
I feel like I would be so motivated if I knew my coach was tracking me and I knew that she knew that I didn't work out.
Maybe I will for next time. I know. Yeah. I don't want to be like, I'm watching you. Mm-hmm. Make sure you get it in. I always get nervous about 11 o'clock when I see people haven't liked the post yet. Like, I wonder if they just forgot to, or if they really didn't work out. So it's always touchy, to message them, hey, just wondering if you did your workout today, because I don't want to be that pest, but I also don't want them to miss out on the money, because I have a rule that you have to like it before midnight. So you can't go back and like it, from previous days. Mm-hmm. And then this little thing right here I got at Target. It's like a Monday through Friday, and then there's a column for the weekend. I write down 4 challenger names each day to check in with. So I'm at least checking in with everybody once a week. Just ask them, how are they doing this week? What are they struggling with? What are you enjoying? How's your meal planning going? Just anything to let them know I'm here if you have any questions. And, just talk to them individually, because I got a lot of feedback in the last group that they appreciated that I checked in with them, one-on-one through messaging instead of just the group. So I think that's all I have.
Awesome tips. I wrote down so much on my sticky notes.
Yeah, well, that's about it.
We do have a question in the group chat from Nikki. She said, do you come up with the new post ideas for each challenge group you run, or are they reused in the next group?
I reuse some of them. This month, like the Tasty Tuesday one I reuse because you can always come up with more recipes to share. The Thirsty Thursday, I always try to do at least one water challenge. Today was Thursday, but I did not do one because I did one last week, excuse me. And this month, since I have a lot of repeat members too from last month, I've been especially trying to switch it up because I want them to stay on board, because that's how you get new people. They're going to tell their friends that it's really working for them and how fun it is, and you know how it changes each month. So I want to keep it interesting for them so I can get more people out of them as well.
I loved the Tell the Truth Tuesday. I feel like you could do so many things with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like that one. And then the Write It Down Wednesday, that was a cool one.
Thank you.
Yeah. I've tried searching for some before, and the only ones you find online, at least I found, was like Wisdom Wednesday.
Yeah, they're all the same that I found. I had to get a little bit creative with them.
I like it. Does anyone else have any questions? No?
No.
Are you guys creating events for your challenge groups? One thing that I noticed that Mallory said, and I did want to point out, is that she doesn't do that many invites. I think that she doesn't have to do that many personal invites because she's so authentic in sharing what she's doing. So even though like she doesn't say, message me if you want Shakeology, she's still sharing that she's doing Shakeology and why she likes it. And the best stuff is when she shares her clients' results. So the post where she did, I think it said like goodbye 14 pounds, like sharing that she actually is helping people lose weight, lose inches, feel more confident, like sharing all of that. People want to be a part of that, you know? So sometimes, and that's actually one thing that I've been really digging into this week in particular, is that I've been hearing like some coaches don't have to invite that much. And across the board, all of them, all of their tips are that you just have to share what you're doing authentically and share your story. And like Mallory mentioned, you have to share your transformation, which is so scary for some people, especially the first time. But that's like what will show that you're real. We're not superhuman. We all, you know, have pizza for dinner, which is what I just had. You know, like just sharing ourselves, and then people will be drawn to that. And sharing results too. That's awesome.
So a funny story from 2 nights ago. I was about accountability groups. I was getting ready for bed and I got a friend request. And I looked at it and it said Maura Flynn's Bread, and that's my sister. And I texted her. I'm like, is this a joke? She's 35 and wants nothing to do with Facebook. I'm like, is this a joke? What's going on? Is this really you? Did someone create this account for you? And she just laughed and said, I need to join your May group.
That's awesome.
So I know it's working.
Yeah.
She's been using her husband's Facebook for years. I said, is he finally cutting you off from his Facebook? I think it's time. I need my own. I need to be in the group.
So how did was it just from like you sharing about it, or like what made her make the decision?
Well, her and her husband actually did the February group with me. They didn't do, the March group. They didn't do this group because they were in Disney for the first week and a half of it. But she wants to be in the May group again, but she needed her own account. She wasn't going to get to use his again for the whole group because he would have to go in and comment that she was done with her workout.
Funny. Any other questions?
I'm curious if anyone else has had success with the money challenges. Kayla and I are doing a challenge group now, and we threw it out there, and only one person out of our group said that they were interested. So I don't know if maybe we just needed to reach out to people more, but I was surprised. Like after hearing Mallory say how successful it was, I thought that more people would be excited about it.
I wonder if you'd need to message people individually, because I've tried doing not the money challenge, But I've tried doing something similar, and I just posted it in the page and it didn't get much traction. So I had to like personally message people. But I don't know if anyone else has experience with doing anything like that or giveaways or anything.
One thing I did too after the first one, I made a post about the winner, and I said, "Congratulations, Lynn. Lynn just won $130. What did she do? She worked out 21 days. Do you think you could do that?" You know, it's just something simple like that. I know you'd have to have one to start that post, you know, but that was simple enough. 21 days working out, $130. You know, engaged more people, and they wanted in on the next one.
And you tagged Lynn in that too, right?
I did.
Yeah.
Or even, you know, I think I did one post. If you could win $130, would you work out for 21 straight days? And then anyone who liked or commented on that, I messaged individually to talk further with them.
So that's a good idea for those of you that haven't done it in the past. You could just do a post like that, like if you could win, and maybe 100, because your goal can be to get 10 people to invest or something, just to work out for 21 days. Would you be able to do that? I'm going to check the Facebook page, but if anyone else has questions, feel free to unmute yourself.
This is way better than talking in front of a group of live people. I was more nervous for this. It's much better. Put me in front of a group of live people, I'll be red from head to toe.
Oh, you did great. I love that your tips. I seriously did write down, like, they're small sticky notes, but I wrote down like 2 columns on 2 different sticky notes. Oh, there's a question. Oh, Nikki says, great tips. Thank you.
You're
Yeah, I
welcome.
don't think I have any questions.
I actually have a question really quick, Sam, if you wouldn't mind.
Go for it.
I wanted to ask you personally, because I'm a teacher also. So how do you fit in posting during the day and running your challenge group while you're at school? Because I find that I can do it in the morning and then once I get out of school, but sometimes people are commenting throughout the day and I'm not able to get back to them as soon as I'd like to. So how do you fit all of that in with your school schedule?
Yep, I just talked to Sam about this the other day, you know, because somebody was saying you should post 5 times a day, and I said, I really can't. You know, I can't be on my phone from 8 until 3:30, and I'm not going to do 4 posts from 4 to 9 and just blow people away. So when I wake up in the morning at 5:15, 5:30, that's when I log into my challenge group and I post it for the day, you know, the workout post and whatever their task is for the day. Then I've been writing it down actually and setting alarms on my phone based on a tip from somebody else. So at 7 o'clock before I leave, I'll do a post, and then I won't post again until 4. So I do 7 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and I'm usually still at school, but I put it in my phone again. So at 4 o'clock, I'll do something. And then when I get home, you know, between 7 and 8, I'll post one. So I'm only posting 3 times a day. Same thing, you just can't be on your phone at school, or at least my school anyways. So 5:30 or 7 o'clock for the public post, 4 o'clock, and between 7 and 8. I find I'm up all night responding to people, you know, catching up from what I could during the day. So I don't sleep that much, but it's okay. It'll pay off one day, right?
Right.
I also, Mallory Mitra once said, you teach, I think it was referenced into coaches, but you teach your coaches how to treat you. And the same thing goes for clients. You teach your clients how to treat you. So if you like are every free second you're checking in on the group and responding, then they're going to expect that. But if they know you're a teacher and the earliest you can get back to them is 5 p.m., then they'll be fine with that. You teach them like 5 p.m. is when you can check in with them. So I wouldn't be nervous about that. I would just be consistent. You know, like Mallory doesn't post for that huge time frame where some people are online, but she does still get in 3 to 4 posts. And I also think that the timing of your posts attracts those people. So she's probably attracting other teachers because that's when teachers are available. Did she answer your question? Or do you have any other questions?
I think that was it was good to see another like busy teacher on here too. So I liked that she could relate that way. Because sometimes it can be crazy at school, and sometimes I try to answer messages during my lunch break, but we only get like 25 to 30 minutes with using the bathroom for lunch. So it's very hard to type that quick and answer everybody back while still trying to stay sane and use the restroom before your class comes back in. So
and eat.
At the same time, and forget if you have healthy food because it takes longer than 5 minutes to eat.
Right. Salads are terrible for teachers. They take too long to eat.
Really?
Yes.
That's so funny.
It takes too long to eat, and forget if you have to warm up anything. So it always has to be something cold and quick.
Wow.
And the microwaves are terrible, so it takes like 3 minutes to warm up.
Yeah, I actually did write a note down that you're a teacher because we do have actually a lot of teachers on our team. So I feel like they will hopefully listen to this if they're not on and benefit from the time management tips. We do have a couple chat. We said that one. Do you have success with the challenge tracker app? Do you use that?
I've actually never used it. I do all of it on Facebook.
Just to chime in, because I have used it, I like it because you can schedule all of your posts ahead of time, which I love. The clients can actually track their workouts and their Shakeology. And as the coach leading it from the back end, we can see like how many. So actually, Mallory, you might like it because you don't, you won't have to keep that spreadsheet. You can actually see if they log it.
Yeah.
Have you ever had like someone that doesn't have a phone to have the app though, like a challenger that doesn't have a smartphone?
I haven't had that, but I have had people that have the Android, which they can get the app on that, but it doesn't work very well. And the app is still in like test, like beta mode, so it's not like full out. They're making lots of improvements. Some people don't like it because they have like issues with it and bugs.
Right.
Yeah. Do you use the app for your challenge groups so you can schedule your posts? Yeah, that's nice. My group uses the app and we love it. Awesome. Yeah, scheduling your posts is awesome. I did a video and posted it in Team Supercharged, but you can find it on YouTube on how you do it. You can schedule all of them beforehand. So what I have a group starting on Monday. So on some Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to go in and schedule all 21 days. And that way I don't have to worry about posting right in the morning. And I'll just use whatever time I have during the day to go in and check in on them. Mallory, here's a question for you. Is there such a thing as too much posting?
I mean, I like to only keep it at 3 to 4 because if I do, like if I were to come home at 4 o'clock and do 5 posts, if I had a really good one at 4 o'clock and I post again at 6 o'clock, nobody might see my 4 o'clock post. So I like to spread them out and hope people comment on them, or I might reply to a comment on one so it gets bumped up, on people's news feed. That'd be a better question for you, I guess. Too much posting. I don't know. I only do 3 a day.
So I was on a team call on Monday night and we were critiquing people's pages, and there were some people that posted I think they were a teacher also, and so they got home around like 5 or 6 and they had like 4 posts between 6 and 9. And so if you're posting and 2 of them were about dinner too. So the tip is just don't post back to back. Allow people time to see it and for it to show up on their news feed. But as long as you have a couple hours, I'd say at least 2 hours in between each post, that's fine. Keep in mind people are online at different times. So the same people aren't going to see every single post, which is the purpose of posting 3 to 5 times a day. So do what works for you, but don't post back to back if that helps at all. Yeah, glitchy on the Android, that app. It will be fixed. We have calls with corporate and they're fixing it now. So eventually it'll be friendly for everyone. All right. Oh, one question. If people like your post and it's not a specific challenge group or coaching post, but it's about healthy eating or working out, do you message them? If so, what do you say?
I do not message them right away. I try to, because if they like 2, 3, 4 of my posts, then I will. If they only like one of my posts, I don't, because I don't want them to get scared away from liking another post. If they like something, then right away I'm like, hey, I see you like this, you know, would you be interested in joining my challenge group, or are you working on any goals right now? To me, that might be like, oh, I just liked her post. I didn't really want to engage in a conversation with her right now. So I look, and if it's 3 times, 4 times, then I'll go in for the invite.
Kind of like when you, by mistake, clicked my event invite.
Yes, you were very fast.
I still remember when you sent me that, and I was like, oh, adding her to my follow-up list.
It worked.
All right, you guys, we are just about at 45 minutes. So if you do have other questions, feel free to post in our event, and Mallory can see those and respond to you guys. But thank you so much, Mallory, for sharing all of your tips with us. And thank you for all the rest of you guys for hopping on. Have a great night, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.